Anyways, chat, 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 chat. So you guys know that I want to be a voice actress. Well, actually, technically, I want to redo it again, and I think I should probably do it in that term actually, because I did do voice acting in the past, but that was like super. That was like a while ago, right? I mean, then I kind of put down. I kind of put down with it because real life kind of talked to me, talked. So I had to do responsibilities and stuff like that in real life. So I decided to start picking it up again. I still have not made my demo reel just because I've just been super busy with other things this month and everything. So it's kind of hard to try to find a good balance to try to find time or so. But I'm also waiting for my new microphone to come in as well for me to try to do like voice acting stuff or like try to do like a demo reel with like different voices and everything. I'm also waiting for the new interface to come in too as well. Um, and I think that's pretty much it. What I have to test out to see what works and what doesn't work and everything like that. But yeah. Anyways, apparently the English VA is being a piece of shit. Surprise, surprise, surprise. Not surprised at all, of course. Thank you for the followers. Oh, welcome, welcome. And of course, yours truly just makes me want to feel like, wow, man, this just makes me want to go learn even more Japanese and be a Japanese VA or go to at least go to fucking Japan and go to a VA school and actually like not even bother with the English scene, but I'll probably be like the few percentage of like English VAs where my work does all the talking, like to show actual good, work and like the types of voices that I can do and everything like that. But anyways, it looks like Japan seems to be sick and tired of the English voice acting scene, which sometimes I'm also tired of it too, and I think there should be I think there should be a new wave of young voice actresses and actors in the scene now, in my personal opinion. But that's just me, though. That's just my
The
personal
situation
opinion.
surrounding this Dandadan edit, as well as the voice actor AJ Beckles, the English voice actor for Okarun in Dandadan, is actually continuing to proliferate. Things are still getting even crazier. If you haven't seen my prior videos on this topic, please consider watching them
I really do want to play Stalker 2 again. I want to continue playing Stalker 2.
for additional context. Otherwise, you're definitely going to be out of the loop with everything that's happened. Another important thing to note regarding these sort of edits is that tensions have been building for literal years. I saw some people thinking that this was like the first time this sort of situation has occurred, and that's absolutely not the case, as what we're seeing happen now is really the culmination of Asian artists being sick of double standards and sick of how they've been getting harassed for literal years by the same groups of people that have these double standards, which is also something that I've been covering routinely on this channel for years. So many of you are probably very familiar with this stuff. But just to very quickly give a few previous examples, there was a situation where an Asian artist drew Nessa, and Nessa
Whoa, dude, that looks so good. Holy shit, dude. Damn, that looks really great. I love it. It looks fantastic. It looks beautiful.
was depicted lighter than she's usually depicted, to which this
Hey,
artist
Mold.
received
How you doing, huh?
tremendous harassment.
Really? Are you serious, dude? Oh my god, dude. I think it looks really beautiful in my personal opinion.
Another time, there was an artist who drew Kaya from Genshin Impact, and similarly, this artist was accused of lightening Kaya, to which this artist received also tremendous harassment. But on top of that, a bunch of people on Twitter ripping this person's art and editing Kaya to be darker than this artist depicted them as. Eventually, that artist deleted their entire account. There was another situation.
Dude, honestly, I'm gonna be honest with you. I think I think I'd rather draw characters with like, with actual like, lighting on their skin, I think I would draw the characters with, with their lighter tone under a light, a certain rim light or light in general that will hit them on their skin and it'll make them brighter. I'm just saying.
Where an artist drew Kaya from Genshin Impact as well as D-Luke and some of the female characters. Maybe that's like Jean and Lumine or something. And as you can see, the art is literally in black and white. But that didn't stop these weirdo Twitter police, these terminally online freaks, from harassing this artist, saying that they didn't draw Kaya dark enough, despite once again the art literally being in black and white. And they insulted this artist and took...
Are you fucking serious? That is so fucking weird, dude. That's just weird, man. To be honest, for people who actually do these stuff, like they think they're artists, but I'm gonna be honest with you. They have zero knowledge. They have zero knowledge in lighting, and that's how you can tell the difference between a good artist and a bad artist as well. When you don't know, when you can't put actual good lighting on skin tone, you know for a fact you're a terrible artist. So if you, and also on top of that, you have to rework other people's art for no apparent reason, you know.
The art, editing it to make Kaya black. For some reason, they also made D-Luke black as well, seemingly just
That's
to mess
just
with and
weird.
harass the artist. The artist even asking them to stop, to which they doubled down. And ultimately,
I'm gonna be honest with you. To be frankly honest, if I ever draw stuff like this, right, or if I ever draw these kinds of specific characters with this kind of shading and everything like that, I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm just gonna post it and not give a rat's ass. To be honest, I'll be honest with you. I don't really care. I'm gonna be straight up honest with you. I'll be like, I could care less what these people think.
the artist decided to delete their entire account. As you can see from one of the final tweets that artist made, they were talking about how these people were causing them tremendous amounts of stress, and all they wanted to do was post the art that they made for people and themselves to enjoy. There's actually even more to that situation without jumping down the entire rabbit hole, but one of the main people who harassed that artist would go on throughout the years to harass numerous other artists, also make a bunch of alt accounts where they would harass people and continually play victim, and doing this really weird thing where they would constantly change.
These are literally just some weird. I bet you this is a person who literally has no artistic skills, and they're just literally just bullying other people who have better talent than them. That's how you can tell like just how much of a shitty person they are.
Their age. Sometimes they would say they're like 16, then they'd say they're 13, things like that. And a lot of people would defend this person, saying like, oh, they're just making edits, it's not a big deal. But eventually,
I'm gonna be honest with you, this is the reason why kids shouldn't be on the internet, you know. I think the internet would be a much better place if kids were not on the internet. It's just plain as simple as that, you know.
they became so notorious for all of this stuff, including one of the final situations being when they harassed a looming artist and tried to get her to take her life, that nobody was defending this person anymore, and they had been—
That's crazy. That's a little bit way too far. That should have been a permaban, to be honest.
completely exposed by various people on Twitter, including myself in a video that I made covering the situation, and the harasser getting a taste of their own medicine and going on to delete every single one of their accounts. I'll give you one more final example here as something that's a little bit different from the sort of things that we've covered so far, and then we'll move on to the current news. So in this final example, there was an Asian artist who drew ship art of Genshin Impact characters, to
That's pretty hot, I ain't gonna lie.
which they got harassed for simply drawing straight ship art. The people—
Bro, I'm gonna be honest with you. I probably would be that one artist if I only just did just drawing only, like only just drawings and never played any video games or anything like that, right? I would just make straight art, straight ship art, to be honest. just to piss off the game. Because I think personally it would be super funny. Just making straight shipper art, I guess you can say. I guess that's a term. I would just make them all mad, you know, just cause. Why not, you know?
that this artist was not drawing Yuri. To be quite frank, all this stuff is so petty and stupid that even just explaining it is making me like in disbelief, even though I've talked about this stuff before. It's just all so weird, man. I seriously don't know what's wrong with these Twitter police types of people. And keep in mind, those are only a few examples of videos I've made covering this sort of thing for years. There's probably well over a dozen videos I've got on topics like this. And so after years of this stuff going on, people are sick of artists getting harassed for drawing a character a bit lighter, etc.
Good, they should, to be honest, you know.
etc. And the double standards that Twitter police have when they're darkening characters. This once again now taking us to the recent situation with the Dandadan art, and how many people in Japan were calling this a racist depiction, to which the English voice actor for Okarun changed his profile pic to that depiction of Okarun with a darkened skin, but it being a very momentary thing, I believe lasting less than 24 hours, as many people in Japan began to call for this person to lose their job, and other people—
Good, to be honest. I'm gonna be honest with you. If you're the actual English voice actor and you're actually speaking out and being unprofessional in your shit, you know, because they decided to change their profile picture to that fucking specific picture, and then they fucking like changed it back after like less than like 24 hours, you know. And these people are calling his fucking bullshit out, you know. And I bet you somebody literally like told him, is like, hey, you need to change your shit back, you know. This is literally bad publicity. You're gonna lose your job. You're gonna lose everything, you know. Good, to be honest. I'm gonna be honest with you. Like they really should, in my personal opinion. You know, you have an opportunity to be a voice actor or a voice actress you know, you got really lucky and you got the opportunity to be this, but then you're deciding to be a complete little shithead, you know, and you're deciding to do these things on Twitter. Like, honestly, like, what's wrong with you? You know, act professional, for God's sakes. You know, God, this is one of the reasons why I want to be a voice actress, just because you know, I'm not gonna be dealing with these kinds of people whatsoever. You know, like, I've been doing my own shit as a single VTuber. You know, I'll probably do the same thing as a voice actress too. I'll probably just do my own shit at the end of the day. You know, not associate with, like, you know, because like, at the end of the day, right? I'll remember who are these people. You know, like, I even remembered the whole Genshin situation with the actors and actresses, of them trying to push this weird skin ideology shit because of Notland and whatnot. And one of them was definitely that one of them, right? One of them specifically was what's his name? Sayu, on his main account, you know, speaking about the whole Genshin thing. And it's like, yeah, you should push for, like, you know, all this shit, you know, blah blah blah, you know. It was like a pretty vague. I don't remember because it's been a while, but he was supportive of all that with a lot of the other, you know, VAs. And I'm just like, man, dude, man, out of all people, I did not expect Sayu to be like that. But I'm just like, well, you just lose my respect, you know, in my personal opinion. Honestly, I'd rather not be associated with you, in my personal opinion. I'm sorry, but, you know, I'd rather not have certain friends that kind of, like, you know, cater to people on Twitter. Um, I'm just sorry, I'm not that type of person, and I'd rather not associate with people around that, actually, to be honest. Because I'm gonna be honest with you, I'm probably gonna have to, like, be tiptoeing around their, you know, their problems and everything like that, and I prefer not to, actually. So I'm like, I got a bunch of problems, you know, and that is not one of them, to be honest. I do not need that in my life. Thank you very much. You know, I'm fucking super old, before even Twitter was even a thing and everything, and honestly, I've never cared about Twitter. Not even back then when the first time it came out, and even till today, I don't really care as much. So, hey, Potato King.
People dug up racist tweets that this voice actor had made, once again pointing out double standards.
Uh, Interesting. Let me see. Every time there is a black actor cast in a role in fantasy where's the source material version is lighter skin, someone always has something to say about it. So tiring. It doesn't affect the character whatsoever. It's okay. Interesting. The reason why people in most cases shouldn't be playing POC, what the fuck is, oh, person of color, isn't a matter of color, it's culture. Speaking for black people, we know what barbershops sound like on Sundays, what hot comb smells like when it goes through your hair, through our hair. It's not a color, it's a culture. Damn, where the fuck is dubstep at? Apparently, you know, apparently this person is speaking for the black people, you know. Speaking for the black people. That's crazy. So this person is representing all of the black people, apparently. Hey, YouTube comment section, you know, this guy is representing for you guys. Whoever is, you know, black in my comment section, this guy is literally representing for you guys. That is crazy.
The Japanese tweet demanding for AJ to lose his job
He should.
now has over 127,000 likes on Twitter and over 62 million views on Twitter. For comparison,
He should. Honestly, he probably should. Is that a Puerto Rican flag? Is that what I'm seeing over there? Yeah, man. Yeah, that's crazy, dude. That's crazy. Not the token black representing half of me. What is that other flag? I don't even know what that other flag is. Hold on, let me see. Let's take a look at his Twitter real quick. Let's do a little bit of research right now. Let's go take a look real fast. I hardly open up Twitter as much, you know. You guys should follow me, you know. I'm just saying, for those people who have a Twitter. Let me see. What's his name? AJ Beckles. AJ Beckles. One day I'll post something on Twitter again. Problem is, I'm just too busy, so I'm just kind of like, I'm just too busy. Some of you need to be stopped. Wow. Wow, dude. That's crazy. You can. He deleted and went to Blue Skies. He went to Blue Skies? Oh, we'll do the recap after this. Hold on. Damn, dude. Okay, hold up a second. Hold up a second. Can I even see it on his like Blue Skies thing? Is this it right here? Is this like the new Twitter? I'm not gonna change to another social media site, to be honest. I don't think I can see it. I deactivated my Twitter so the racists have nothing to interact with. Don't worry, I'm fine, guys. Thank God, man. You can stay over there, to be honest. You weirdo. What an actual weirdo, dude. You're so weird, bro. Honestly. That's okay. All the crazy and mentally ill people can just go over there on Blue Skies, to be honest. In my personal opinion, I could care less, If they get off Twitter, I think Twitter would be a much more happier place in my personal opinion. I'm a-okay. So damn, that's crazy, dude. What a weirdo. Legit straight up. Now this just makes me not want to watch this show at all, to be honest. To be honest, this voice actor, literally this voice actor, because I've seen this anime all over the place, right? This voice actor literally has ruined me to watch this show ever, and I'm not gonna be watching the show. This show right here, I'm not watching it. I was thinking of watching it because I've been seeing a lot about it and a lot of good things about it. But this voice actor literally just ruined it for me, and I'm not gonna watch this anime. So that's just it. Just voice actors just need to shut the fuck up. That's it, dude. Just do your goddamn job, dude. We literally pay you to voice act a character. We don't pay you to talk your fucking weird ideology on Twitter. Like, that's it, man. Honestly. That's crazy. I'm sorry, but somebody needs to tell this boy to be like, we don't care. We don't care. That's crazy, dude. That's why I'm telling you, man. If I have to be the Donald Trump of like the voice acting scene in the video game in the video game industry, that's fine. I'll do that 100%. I'll be the Donald Trump or so and fucking start shaping the shit up. Hey man, if I gotta do it, I'll fucking single-handedly do it if I have to. Shit, man. I'll literally open up my own like voice acting studio, like my own little voice acting studio, and ow, and then like have some stuff or so for voice acting and shit like that. I'm just saying. I think at this point I'm just like I'd rather open up my own voice acting studio for this. I'll be the one for the gaming industry and the fucking voice acting scene, dude. This is crazy. This is getting out of control in my personal opinion. Yeah, but I'd rather be a VA though. I don't really personally like the whole and AI for voice actors, to be honest. It kind of loses its charm or so when it comes to voice acting. I don't mind if they use it if the voice actress is like sick or something or they can't make it or something like that, then maybe like that's plausible, but you should be able to pay the voice actor/actress for it. That's my take on it. Cause like if they're sick, right, or if they ruin their voice on something, like something happened or anything like that, and then they made AI of it, but then like they still have to, they still pay for the voice actor and voice actresses, but they're only using it for like a specific scene and everything like that, then that's fine. Only like a one-time thing, and then they'll be back or something like that once their voice has recovered. It's a okay. So, but they still have to pay them though. They still have to pay them because you're using their voice at the end of the day. It's not like you should not be able to pay them. But that's just me. Anyways. That's all I gotta say. That's my stance where I'm at with the whole VA AI thing. I'm personally not like a whole fan of it, but like I can definitely see like how it can work with voice actors slash voice actresses. But the problem is the industry is abusing it and using it in the wrong way. See, now that's the problem, right? The tools that you give to someone can be abused by the person who's using them. Okay? That's the problem. The people in the industries who hold the most power are using it to abuse it and not really exactly doing what they needed to be doing. Now, for me personally, I always look at AI specifically like, okay, how can you use this to benefit somebody, and they can still find a way to get compensated, and everything like that, right? Number one, right? You're using their voice, you're using their likeness. They should be getting paid, period. There's no buts, there's no ifs, there's no ands. You're using them still, and they should be getting paid. That's it. There's no but no. They should be getting paid, and that's it. Okay? It's not your voice, it's their voice. That's the difference, okay? I swear. That's why I'm saying the industry itself is the people who are using these specific tools are the ones who are abusing it. That's the problem. While I, as myself, I look at AI to the point of like, on a different side of the coin of like, how can I use this to be beneficial? Like actually see the good in AI instead of people who are using it to literally abuse the living shit out of it and trying to make, more profit and pay less on their workers and everything and come out with sloppy content and everything. So but that's about it. That's me though. But I do have to say, I'm not really a huge fan of AI voice acting or so, whatever that they use or so, because I do want to be a voice actress again. Well, I was an amateur. I'm an amateur, so But I have been in the scene. And I had friends who've done voice acting, more on a professional level than I do. So there's always pros and cons and always using it. But I'm always on the stance that if you're gonna use AI voice of somebody for a voice acting thing, they should still get paid. Period. And that's it. No buts, no ifs, no ands, no nothing. They should be paid. Period. And that's it. They should be compensated the same way as if they went into the recording studio and doing the job itself. And that's it.
Just 2 days ago when I talked about that situation, that tweet had around 17,000 likes. In other words, the situation, as mentioned previously, is continuing to proliferate, and AJ has also taken his next action as well. That being deleting his...
Because the only way, because like I said specifically, right, the only reason I can like accept it or so, right, is number one, they get paid. Number two, if the voice actress is sick or can't make it, or they ruin their voice to do the certain scene, but they have some pre-recordings, and then they decided to make they decided to put that in there for now anyways, for momentarily until she recovers or everything like that, and then they can come back and do the other rest of the scenes, because if it's like a seasonal update, right, let's say for like a video game, right, but they need the voice acting like ASAP as soon as possible, but unfortunately the voice actress has like damaged her voice, yours truly, then that's fine. But at the end of the day, they should still get paid like normally, even when they go into the studio themselves, But that's it. But that's it. That's how I think of it. Period. Do I agree with AI being in the voice industry acting? No, not really. But the problem is humans are evolved to advance in future technology. That's just how it is. You can't stop the advancement of technology. You cannot. No matter how much you bitch and complain and you moan, it's not going to happen. Okay, humans are progressive to advance in technology and everything, so that's just how it is. For us in the Void, we already found a happy medium when it comes to AI and stuff like that. So we found a good happy medium where everybody is happy in the Void, But apparently you guys can't seem to solve it, apparently, for some god-parent reason, which is super fucking simple, to be honest. But I guess, it's just a difference between our realm and your guys' realm,
His entire Twitter account, although it does seem to be a temporary thing based off statements that he has made on his Blue Sky account that we'll take a look at in a moment. Before we do that, here's some of the responses at the top from Japanese people. This one reading, instead of taking over Japanese works, he should create original manga with black protagonists.
That's
A
true.
rather
That's true.
upset response to that would read, oh my bad, I didn't know they broke into the author's office, held him at gunpoint, and hijacked the manga, forcing for all the characters to be made black. It's one small piece of art, y'all are whining like losers for real. To which another Japanese person says, not everything must be about you, draw your own characters. If you change something, you want to make it better, means you think original version is inferior. You invalidate Japanese people's feelings and call the art small. You don't like if we make black characters Asian, right?
Yeah, dude, the double standards is crazy, dude. When they turn a white character black, it's a-okay. But when they turn a black character white, fucking hell is fucking let loose, which is so freaking dumb in my personal opinion, you know. That's how you can literally tell. That's how you literally can tell like who are racist people overall, you know. It's the character from that new anime, whatever the fuck it's called, Dora, whatever the fuck, Dora, whatever the fuck, I don't know, I don't watch that shit. To be honest, the voice actor literally ruined it for me because he wouldn't shut the fuck up and everything, and he decided to change his character to his profile picture to that yeah, Dandadan, whatever the fuck that shit is. Yeah, I don't give a fuck, to be honest. I'll be honest with you. I was gonna watch it, but then after seeing this video specifically and the last video too, and I don't want to watch it anymore, to be honest. I think it's a trash anime, period, now. Just because of the voice actor. He literally just ruined it, so.
Another one saying, honestly, I just want anime to be entertaining. The original creators are the ones who breathe life into the characters after all.
That's
and
true.
This one saying,
That's true.
The character that the author brought to life is removed, and someone else is introduced. I would like people to understand that if they have no respect for the work, they should not get involved, and that excessive action will only create further division. It seems like if the harassment...
Damn, should I create a manga one day in the future? Man, it's been like forever since I even decided to do that. The first time I ever made a manga was back in high school. Back in the Outer Realms High School. I did a lot of shit back in the Outer Realms High School, because I had so much fucking time. Now I don't have time now.
and double standard stuff wasn't occurring for years, that the tensions would not be so high right now. And it's not even just Japanese people who are sick of the double standards. There's been a lot of people in the West of various demographics, including lots of black people talking about how they're also sick of these double standards.
Yep.
That takes us to AJ's Blue Sky account where he says, I deactivated my Twitter so the racists have nothing to interact with. Don't worry, I'm fine, guys.
What a weirdo, dude. What an actual weirdo. Like, literally pandering to people on the internet who are sick in the head for what? For a few likes or something? Sunako, a mangaka artist, I'd buy the first volume. I haven't done that in a long time though. I haven't done manga shit in a long time, so I'm probably pretty shit at it now. Plus, I don't think I have the right programs to do. I need to look at like programs or so to do manga stuff again.
As well as your boy will be back soon. Maybe he really did deactivate just because of these racist messages that he's referring to. However, when there's a tweet with over 100,000 likes from Japanese people calling for him to lose his job over the recent incident,
but I doubt it though.
As well as other people digging up racist tweets that he had made in the past, it's caused a lot of people to speculate
of course he
if
is.
he's just trying to dog.
Of course he's gonna be racist in the past. I think everyone was racist in the past, you know? Like everyone who played like Halo, Call of Duty, you know, back in the old times, bro, man, people were dropping the F-bomb, everybody was dropping the N-word, everyone was dropping the C word, everyone was dropping fucking everything in the fucking book, dude. Like, honestly, like that shit is fine, you know? It's not really a huge deal because that's how it was in the past, you know? That's just how it was in the past. Everybody fucking did it, okay? Everybody. There's nobody who is a saint, okay? All right? Who were in those Call of Duty lobbies and never said a single racial slur. To be honest, those times were really great in my personal opinion. Those times were simple times, you know? Those were simple times back then. Were they funny though? It was pretty funny. There was a lot of funny shit in those Call of Duty lobbies, to be honest. I'll be honest with you, old school Call of Duty lobbies and Halo lobbies, man, those shits go wild, to be honest. Like if like all the people who are famous now who played back then, they got exposed and there was like a clip or so showing them dropping every fucking slur in the book. You know, they would probably get quote unquote canceled, but nothing would really happen at the end of the day. Nothing would really happen personally. So like even Connor admitted that he was also, you know, dropping shit or so back in the Halo days apparently. So I'm like, everybody fucking does it. There's no shame about it. Like, why are you ashamed about it? You know, it's fine. It's whatever. It's not a big deal. I'm not gonna judge you like how you were like 20 or 10 years ago. You know, so it's just kind of like it's just whatever. You know.
Watch that stuff. As always, of course, come to your own conclusions. Something else that I find very interesting is that so far we've actually seen a lack of other voice actors defending AJ. Previously, during situations like this where a controversial situation is going viral in the VA space on social media, it would be very common to see a number of other voice actors also getting involved. And yet that doesn't seem to be the case right now. Let me know why you think that might be. Perhaps some of them are actually in disagreement with AJ, or maybe they see how many people in Japan are calling AJ out, and they want to avoid that also potentially happening to them. Of course, there's also been this ongoing situation with SAG-AFTRA and general concerns that voice actors have about potentially being replaced by AI voices. So maybe
Me personally, I prefer not to replace, you know, the voice actors and actresses with AI because it kind of loses like I guess you can say like the soul, I guess, or like the emotion when it comes into voice acting. The problem is like the AI machines they sound too monotonish and too robotic. Maybe like probably maybe in like 10 years, maybe in like 10 years from now, it'll probably be better, you know.
now a lot of them are instead just trying to play things safe instead.
I'll be honest with you, in my personal opinion, when I saw like movies back in like when I was a lot younger, there was two outcomes. There was two outcomes that humans were going to come out in the future. Either we have future technology of robots and AI in the future, or you get a post-apocalyptic world with zombies. So it's kind of like pick your poison, you know. It was either going to be the zombie outbreak, someone making something stupid, or, you know, future AI technology with advancements of robotics and everything, you know. I was like, I wonder what humans are going to choose or so at the end of the day. That's what me and Mama Azza always thought of or so every single time. We still have no flying cars. Well, tell that to the people. Well, actually, to be honest, I'd rather not have crazy people having flying cars, in my personal opinion. Bro, man, like people still having car crashes. To be honest, you know, do you truly want to trust them with flying cars? I don't know about that one, Chief. Yeah, that's very true, Drunken. I feel like the big thing would also be that people don't want to hear the same voice in 50 shows, and the AI is the same voice would be reused a lot. Yeah, that's the one thing too as well. Like the problem is they need new young blood, new young fresh blood in the voice acting scene, like 100%, dude. There needs to be like a new wave, a new generation of voice actors. Like there needs to be like there has to be, you know. Fucking there's so many of the voice actors from the English VA that has so many roles and so many things. It's kind of like, damn, dude, that's crazy. Unless like the only thing I would let it slide, right? If they had such a fucking wide range in their voicing that you cannot even tell that that is the same voice actor from this anime, from that cartoon back in the 1980s or something, and you're just like, whoa, that is the same voice actor. That literally does not sound the same, you know. So unless they're really super talented, right? Like they're super talented and they have a range of a fucking god or something, you know, and they can sound like a fucking lolly to a fucking like old grouchy grandpa looking master sensei or something from some fucking, you know, martial arts movie or something like that. Then yeah, you know, then that's a pretty crazy wide range, you know. So I'll be honest with you. That is something you can't really debate against that. You know, as long as they have a good portfolio, that is pretty much it. You know, they can do all the talking as much as they want. You know, so that's the only thing. You know,
Instead of getting
like my one friend who can do he can do a lolly voice. He can do a female voice. He can do a generic anime like 2000s like anime like generic 2000s anime girl voice. He can sound like Captain Price. He can sound like Captain Price from the new Modern Warfare games and the old one too as well. He can sound like like a little like literally like he even did the voice acting for like my lore video a while back on my channel. I think it's on my channel or it's on my other channel. I'm not too sure, to be honest. So he did that. He did both voice actings in that one specifically. He did both of them. I just tweaked a little bit of his voice to sound more to sound a little bit more different for the magician guy, but not a whole lot. I didn't tweak it that much, to be honest. Um, and and that's pretty much it. Like his voice range is pretty interesting, but he doesn't want to be a voice actor because he has seen what's been happening in the voice acting scene, and he doesn't want to join that in his personal opinion. That's the only reason why. So he is a hidden talent, and he is a hidden gem that is 100% should have been a voice actor. He should have been a voice actor, but he decided not to do it. So he just kind of does it for funsies and everything.
Being involved in controversy.
He should have. He should have.
Like they used to, or at the very least dialing it back a bit. And lastly, regarding the person who made the Okaroon Momo edit to begin with, there would be other concerns raised by various artists on Twitter. For example, this tweet got over 14,000 likes that reads, "So much controversy over this, but my concern is that they sell paintovers/edits of other people's art. Putting all the racism debate to aside, someone who steals art and sells getting 40k plus followers for it is just sad."
That's actually pretty bad, to be honest, for them to be selling it too. Hidden Gem don't want to deal with the studio drama. He just doesn't want to deal with like just how the people they are in general in the voice acting scene. I've been talking about him or so like in the voice act like what's been happening in the voice acting scene and everything, and he thinks they're all fucking retarded. Like he literally like if he doesn't like so far everything that I've said about him about the voice acting thing and some people or so, he's kind of like, yeah, I don't want to mess with that. No, fuck that shit, dude. Like he is really fucking talented, dude. Like he is really actually talented with his voice. He has really good fucking range, dude. He can sound you literally cannot tell that he sounds like a fucking lolly to a female. And then all the way to his normal voice, and then to Captain Price. You think it would be a different fucking person, but no, it's actually literally the same fucking dude. It's crazy in my personal. It's great. It's awesome. So, it's always fun to hear him like just switching up voices from time to time. It's so fucking hilarious. But yeah, hey King. But yeah, back to the topic. Anyways, before I get sidetracked or so, you know. But yeah, overall, like personally, right. This person is like literally selling art from other people who has drawn these characters, and instead they're deciding to, I guess, what's the word like blackify them. I guess that's the word. Basically, a lot of people are having trouble jumping into the entertainment scene because of the culture war BS, crappy business practices, and cancel culture. Unfortunately, that's why we don't have a lot of new talents that are actually passionate about their art. Why do you think I'd rather open up my own, my own studio for voice acting? Like I would literally have if I open up a game studio, right? Like a game studio specifically, right next to that, I'll probably build it'll probably be an in-house voice acting studio as well, like be a part of it, it'll be 2-in-1 combo, but that'll be later like down the line, and then that's where I'll probably have I'll have tryouts and stuff like that for new talents and everything like that. So just to see how it is. So but yeah, that's just my personal opinion. Who knows? I like to give opportunities to new young blood voice actresses and actors. At the end of the day, we need some new talents. We need some new faces. I don't know. I like giving people that are diamonds in the rough or so their time to shine. I want to give them the opportunity and see what they can do. And at the end of the day, it's up to them if they pull it off or they don't pull it off.
What's being referred to is how that person apparently sells black edits for $15 a piece.
Because no one ever gave me opportunities whatsoever. No matter how hard I worked at anything, no one ever gave me opportunities. So I want to give someone, the opportunity if they put the hard work into it.
A response saying, "Watching this dumpster fire unfold is just sad in general. Sending love to the animators because I never saw anyone talk about this." To which the OP says, "People are blinded by hatred, and of course no one has any respect for animators because it's quote-unquote official art. As if it just magically appears and people don't work on."
Maybe one day I'll make a Genshin art or something where I make their light skin tone actually represented when the light beams on them. I'm just saying, or how Twitter says it. quote unquote, you made their skin lighter, quote unquote, you know? Quote unquote. Gonna trigger the blue sky people? Nah, I'll probably just, you know, probably trigger the Genshin, you know, Genshin people probably. And I'll probably make like straight shippers too as well, art, you know? Maybe I'll have Yaimiko dating Ayato, you know? Or maybe have Rated Shogun dating freaking Zhongli, you know? I don't know, maybe. I'm just saying, you know.
On it for hours. The other person saying, the more you think about this whole situation, the more things come to mind. No hate, of course. Unfortunately, it doesn't appear magically, and they have to work on it for hours and then get overlooked constantly. People attempting to find a middle ground here somewhat. As another response reads, OP can draw. I slid through the
Twitter cares. That's the reason why. They're headcanon. That's why they're headcanon.
Media thinking the same thing, because let's be real, that's an edit, not a fan art. Hopefully she sells art and not edits. Fan arts are more appreciated than edits. And the OP ending
That's
by
true.
saying, very talented kid. I really hope they start making originals and sell those. That certainly does seem like a wise suggestion, and hopefully things regarding this topic overall can get a more positive conclusion. However, for that to happen, people will need to start
I'm gonna force my shipper down their throat. That's what I'm gonna do, you know. I'm gonna force my straight shipping down their throat so they can realize, you know, they can realize that their headcanon doesn't matter.
Being more honest about the double standards that are out there, instead of being in denial about them and or using them as some faux justification to harass.
Why do you think I just want to do it just to piss them off, you know? I'd rather force my fiction, you know, be like, yeah, they're fucking straight. You got a problem with that?
People. But as always, let me know what you think in the comments. Thank you for tuning in, and if you enjoyed my coverage, consider liking and or subscribing. Appreciate ya, and I'll see you in the next one.
Yeah, I'll be honest with you. This voice actor literally ruined me of ever watching this anime ever. Thanks, dude. You just literally ruined me ever watching this anime. Never gonna watch this anime ever again. I think it's trash, you know, just because of this, you know. The voice actors need to, like, honestly, they just need to not bother with Twitter and literally need to shut the fuck up and just do your job. That's it, you know. That's it, you know. I mean, it's alright, there's no limit, you know. I don't know, man. To be honest, I don't know, man. It's kind of ruined me for that character specifically. So I don't really want to see that character, you know. But yeah. No, I watch sub. I don't watch dub. I listen to the animes in Japanese because I understand some Japanese. So honestly, to be honest, for you to be catering to Twitter for like a few likes is pretty pathetic in my personal opinion. You're just a pathetic human being to me at the end of the day. I don't care who you are. I don't care how famous you are. I don't care if you're like the most famous person or if you're a president of a country or something. To me, you're just pathetic, and that's it. Period. I don't give a fuck. I really don't care. If you're catering to a couple likes and stuff like that and whatnot on fucking Twitter just because you like, you know, this kind of shit, you know, where people edit other people's art to make them black and everything like that, and you're just like, yeah, go queen, yeah, go power, you know, all this other shit. I'm like, you're just pathetic, like, just period, you know. I don't care about you. I think you're an insignificant worm to me, in my personal opinion, you know, and it is what it is, you know. But yeah, but that's just my personal opinion at the end of the day, honestly. But you can comment, like, subscribe, do all that fancy jazzy stuff, and yeah. Honestly, I personally just don't care. I generally don't care. So, to be honest, I'm happy. I'm hoping that, like, you know, the Japanese can put their foot down on these people. Like, overall, they really should. They shouldn't really care about people on Twitter, like, 100%. But I understand, like, you know, that side of my culture is supposed to be nice, you know, and respectful. You know, and all that. They're not really super aggro, super aggressive, or super defensive. They're kind of like, not, you know, they kind of don't have like their own, like, some of them, not all of them, right? But most of the culture itself is just completely like, you know, the culture itself is just completely like, yeah, you know, they kind of like obey, you know, they kind of like obey kind of the type of thing, and, you know, stuff like that, right? They kind of like, they just don't ask questions. That's the thing, you know. That's like, I think that's like one of the major things that they do, right? But as someone who's like Hispanic, right, and mostly raised Hispanically, right, I'll be honest with you. I'm like, I get too fucking fat fucking shit, you know. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'd be like, man, fucking be like, I'd be like, man, este pinche gringo aquí me está hablándome como la verga, como la mierda, hombre. A la puta madre, hombre. Yeah, like I said, right? I don't really care. But yeah, that's it. That's the end of the video. I don't know. Peace.